Welcome to the Pat Cave, a show where we talk all about superheroes, pop culture, nostalgic TV and movies we grew up with. And today I have a special guest, the new member of the household, Quinzel Danger Clark.
Danger Zone!
Say hi. Say hi. Mwah. Okay, you want to get down? So today we're doing something special, something new on the Pat Cave. I decided to do my first ever fan casting.
I didn't know you could do that.
Neither did I.
So with James Gunn's new show on HBO Max called Lanterns coming out early next year, hopefully, there's no delays. There's been some rumors, but we've got a great cast already with Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan, Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart. Of course, we've got Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, and we have Ulrich Thompson as Sinestro. And now, that's a great cast. I'm happy with the decisions, but I want to talk about the other roles that haven't been cast. I'm talking Guardians of the Universe, Star Sapphire, Sinestro Corps, Red Lanterns, Atrocitus. Let's get into it.
The Green Lantern Oath isn't just some silly rhyme.
Attention, all Green Lanterns.
My spirit will not be broken.
We chose wisely when we offered you the ring.
I will fight the Red Lanterns, no matter how many may come.
All is lost.
Not while I'm standing.
Tell me who you are.
This is St. Clover.
All will be well.
So starting off with number one is Ganthet, Guardian of the Universe leader. I don't know if they have rankings, but he is one of the best because he started the Blue Lantern Corps as well.
Ganthet?
So he's very down to earth, kind of has some humor to him, and I can't think of anyone else but Simon Pegg. Yes, you might know him from Shaun of the Dead or Huey's dad in The Boys, but he's been in so much stuff, and he's just a good time, kind-hearted guy that I think could really bring Ganthet to life. I hope James Gunn hears me. Come on, give me Simon Pegg. Peg me, brother. Next up, we're casting a Green Lantern named Arissa Rabb. Green Lantern Emerald Knights, she was a new recruit, and a lot of the old members were telling her stories about their experience in the Corps.
Looks like you have your own story now.
Now, she has a complicated history with Hal Jordan, but we're going to erase that and start off fresh with someone spunky that is just hungry for battle. So for this casting, I have Brett Basinger. You might know her from Stargirl, a CW show with Luke Wilson. Not bad. I actually enjoyed that show. Didn't finish it because it still had that CW shine on it, but I thought it was well written. I think this is an opportunity for her to step out of that goody two-shoes role and maybe be a badass lantern in this series. So next up, we have some comic relief for the Green Lantern Corps, which is Chip, Green Lantern Squirrel. Yes, he is a classic Rocket Raccoon for James Gunn to throw out quips, be the fun animated little character that always has the last word.
Don't he look peaceful?
Now for this role, I think of someone that is lovable / annoying, Steve Buscemi. I think Steve Buscemi should be in more movies, just a personal opinion. Maybe even motion cap his face for the role, just so you can really emote that Buscemi face. Now, I did AI all these pictures just to see what they would look like. I threw in an actor and a picture from the comics and said, blend it. I gotta show you this nightmare fuel that it did of Buscemi. Okay, here it is.
That's it? That's all you got?
Happy I kept that one for you. All right, so on to our next supporting role is a Sinestro Corps member, Lyssa Drac. Now, this is usually Sinestro's second in command. Just a really good-looking character, though. I think the blue skin with the red eyes pop off of the yellow. I want some strong lanterns next to Sinestro when we see him. So I think Lyssa Drac would be perfect. And I think Anne Hathaway should play her. I don't think she's ever really gotten truly evil or sinister that we've seen. I mean, Les Mis doesn't count. I think she's a great actress. Haven't seen her in the DC role since the Nolan films. I think she's right on that age of like being like a hot older mom / witch, but also can relate to the Twitch streamers. I don't know. Am I twitching right now? Is that what this is? So next up, we have Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern. This corps has everything to do with greed. And like most of you might know, there's only one lantern because Larfleeze is so greedy that he kills all the other lanterns and steals their rings. So we have one greedy little animated character that needs a creepy voice, that has experience with mocap, and I think someone maybe with an accent. I don't know. I'm going with Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes, I think we've seen enough of him as a hero. It's time for him to get a little bit dicey, a little bit spooky on him. I mean, we've seen him do the dragon from Lord of the Rings. He is great with his creepy voices. I've loved him in Sherlock. I think this would be a great role for him. And this picture, I love it. All right, so next up, we've got Kilowog. He is a brute force training general of the Green Lantern. General, I don't know what the term is, but he usually trains new recruits, and he's pretty hard on them. So we need someone that is big and has a gravelly voice. I'm thinking David Harbour. I know, we're going Stranger Things on him. We're going Thunderbolts. I see him in this role, and not to mention this pig species that Kilowog is. I think it'd look good on him. I mean, we've seen the prosthetics on Hellboy, even though that was not a good movie, but I think he could do Kilowog justice. All right, next let's talk about the Indigo Tribe, specifically Indigo 1, the leader of the tribe. No one can understand their language, not even the rings can translate it. So they're a very mysterious group, and I think someone that we're kind of used to being in this role is going to be my number one pick. I'm going with Zoe Saldana. Yes, she's been Gamora, Avatar, but those are very action-packed, loud roles. This would be a very calm, collective, powerful, spiritual role for her. And maybe it's the last time we paint her a different color and put her in a space setting, but I don't know. I just see it for her, and this would be great introduction into the DC universe. So we've got green, we've got yellow, we've got indigo. Let's talk about Blue Lanterns now, my favorite corps. And one of my favorite members, Saint Walker. Now, he is a fun one to cast because I feel like a lot of people could do it justice. It'll be prosthetics mixed with some animation, right? But the voice is what I'm most concerned about. And I can't think of anyone better than Alan Tudyk. He did a great job in Superman as the robot. Also in one of my favorite movies, Knight's Tale. He is just a funny guy. And I think Saint Walker needs some of that lightheartedness to be the very guru, ukulele playing alien that he is. Now, this would be a dream come true if this happened, but even if it's not Alan Tudyk, I just want Saint Walker in the series. Next up, our casting goes to the Red Lantern Corps, Sector 666.
I am Atrocitus.
Now, Atrocitus is the leader of the Red Lantern Corps, and he's got to be a wrecking ball. That's going to be mostly CGI. Think of a Darkseid or a Thanos kind of figure. And I'm thinking Dave Bautista. That's right up the bat, give it to him, give them what they want. James Gunn loves this guy. Yes, it's another Guardians, but I just think he's got the voice, the look, the presence for this. It might be an easy pick, but I'm going with Dave Bautista. And also, you got a little kitty cat. Dexter is his companion. And you ask who's going to play the kitty cat? Who's going to play Dexter? I don't know, maybe George Clooney? That's a South Park reference if you don't get it. You know. So, second to last pick, we have Star Sapphire. Now, Carol Ferris has to be a part of the story in Lanterns coming up somewhere, right? We have Hal Jordan. He's a little older, he's seasoned, but maybe we get flashbacks. Maybe we get the origins of how she got her ring. And just showing the whole relationship between Hal and Carol. So, my Carol Ferris Star Sapphire is Ana de Armas. Now, I don't see her and Kyle Chandler having chemistry, but maybe in the younger, like more CGI'd Kyle Chandler. I think she's a great actress. I think she can totally handle it. Might be a little safe of a pick, but put her in that outfit and I will give you all the money in the world. All right. Last but not least, we have Kyle Rayner, my favorite Green Lantern. Now, I think Kyle should be introduced at the end of the series and then be the main character in the first movie. I just think it makes sense with the older Hal Jordan. Maybe he's going the Parallax vibe and he destroys Coast City, and that's where we get Kyle Rayner. A very much relatable Lantern. I think it'd be good for James Gunn to take a younger, more fun, artistic Green Lantern that got his ring in the back alley of a bar, but he ends up becoming one of the most powerful Lanterns in history. So it's a big role to fill. Now we're looking for a Mexican-Irish combo, which there's not a lot out there for this age range. I'm doing a lot of hand motions because I'm excited. My pick for Kyle Rayner is Diego Tinoco. Now this guy is kind of a nobody, not a nobody, that sounds mean, kind of a no-name, that sounds too. He's a lesser known actor. Everything out of my mouth sounds bad right now. So he's been in things like On My Block, Knights of Zodiac, Bad Humbers. I haven't seen any of them, to be honest, but I did see the trailer to Knights of Zodiac, and it looked kind of like an action kids fantasy movie, which it was fine. But looked like he was doing the action, looked like he had a great screen presence, and look at that smile. I mean, Kyle's gotta be gorgeous, and I think this kid fits the ring. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me your decisions down in the comments. And let me know if there's any other characters or upcoming shows you'd like me to fan cast. Maybe take a stab at it. I had fun. It was my first time. You can't blame me. Actually, you can. Go to the comments and blame me. That might have been a safe fan cast for me. Just a fun exercise to do for the Pat Cave. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your fellow nerds. And remember, Steve Buscemi rules all.